battle-tested, but you guys have been through really tough first 5 weeks. How valuable is the first 5 weeks?
Well, every game is a value. Every game is a value. Every game is that you learn something or you glean something from, or a player allows you to know who they are, good or bad or indifferent. Coaches reveal themselves also, as well as guys that's trying to earn a position on special teams. So we learn and we glean a lot every week. It's up to us to put these players in the right situations and to take what we learn and we glean every week to put it on top of this week's game plan and prayerfully do right by it. We got to do right by it. We can't just do the same old stuff we've been doing. We got a receiver went for almost 200 yards, Mario, right? We got to get him the ball, right? We got to get 10 the ball. We got to get 5 the ball. We got to Dylan. Come on. We got to get Dylan the ball. We got to do the things that helps us win and put our defense in the right situations as well. But those guys got to make plays.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
Nikki Edwards, ASU Sports Report. I'm curious on how Travis Hunter is healing.
Travis is doing well. I'm sorry, I always jumped you guys because I'm excited.
How Travis Hunter is healing and when do you expect him to?
Travis is doing well. He was out at practice today coaching his butt off. He's one of the best coaches we have. He's on, Kamani, he's on his butt. He's on his butt day in and day out. And Travis is, I say, maybe a week or two being latter. Let's say 2 or 3. It would be my dream and desire for him to stay out until after the bye week. But I know Travis, he's going to want to, because he's going to see Shiloh most likely. There's a chance, a possibility, a prayer that you may see Slusher. You may see several, starters of that secondary that's supposed to be in there. And I know he's going to want to join. But I would love him to be out until the bye. That gives him like 3 extra weeks.
Hey, Coach. Jake Shaughnessy, DNVR.
How you doing?
Doing great, sir. How are you?
Excellent.
Just curious if you have any history with Coach Dillingham and just your thoughts on ASU.
Yeah. I got great history. I don't know if he wants me to tell this story, but I was assembling a staff once upon a time. I'm not going to tell you who, for what, but he was a part of it. And we communicated quite a bit. And I was happy with every step that he's taken because I know he's that guy. I know he's been more than capable. So when I saw him get this opportunity, I was ecstatic. Then we saw him at saw one another at the Pac-12 meetings, and that was like, yeah, that embrace was awesome to me because I know his climb, and I know what kind of man he is, and he is great for that program. He's great for college football. He is a tremendous mind. Offensively, tremendous mind, but he's going to be a great head coach, man. So I have the utmost respect and love and admiration for him because we were going to work together at one point.
And just thoughts on the ASU film that you've seen?
Excuse me?
Thoughts on the ASU film?
I mean, they play tough. They don't give up. It ain't no quit in them, of course. I mean, that's who he is. They're like us. They're building something that's going to be tremendous. You just got to keep watching the story and see how it unfolds. But you can't take a team like that lightly whatsoever, negate the records, negate all that nonsense, and understand this team is building something, and they're going to be phenomenal. I believe in Coach Dillingham tremendously.
Hi, Coach. Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. You're always in the national spotlight, but this upcoming game has a little bit of a different feel in the sense that it's less talked about, less in the spotlight than the previous 5
Right.
we've played. Do you even notice that? Does it make a difference?
We could care less. I mean, we're going to be on somebody's television. I promise you that. We're going to be on somebody's television, and we got to go out there and exceed expectation. We really do. It doesn't matter if we're on a national stage or not. We're national. People understand that we're here, and they understand that we're coming, and they understand that what we're building. So we just got to have a consistency and a continuation, especially early on. The challenge and the goal this week, we got to win the first and second quarter. That's the challenge and that's the goal. We're going to win the first and second quarter.
You talked about expectations.
Yes.
Last week was about expectations. What are the expectations for this next game, and where do you expect this team to go on the road?
Well, last week wasn't about expectations. Last week was about winning. This week is more about expectations than many of the other weeks, because there's an expectation that we have of ourselves to go in and win this game. You want to win every game, but I mean, you really expect to win some games a lot more than others. This game, we expect to run the football. We've shown that we could last week. We expect to throw the ball successfully. We've shown that we can in its totality during the whole season. We've shown that when we take something away, let's dedicate to taking something away, we can stop the run. Yeah, they got a couple bounce out, and the guy made an incredible run. That was an incredible run. Other than that, you take away those yardage, we did a pretty good job of stopping the run. Expectations is to shut the big plays down, scramble plays where they break, contain, and the kid did a great job. That's why he won the Heisman Trophy last week. But if we stay in our zones and stay with our man, that doesn't happen. So the expectation is to do your job for the 4 to 5 seconds that play involves you. So our expectations of ourselves are a lot more lofty than expectations that you may have of us. But we have tremendous expectations for this season. And we're just getting started with it. We really are.
Hey, Shador, Beck Miller, Fox 31. After the Super Bowl this past year, Jalen Hurts said you either win or you learn. What has this group learned the last 2 weeks in preparation for this week?
Well, we really focused on this past week, learning from the mistakes that we made during the game, just fast starts. And I feel like we're now settled in with the offense, with everything that's going on, with the nuances of it, with every we went through real tests together as a team in the system. So now we know, okay, what we like, what we don't like. And now I feel like this is the second half of the season we're real comfortable in.
Hey, Shador, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. After the game, we were talking about the final touchdown drive. You were in the kind of the checks you were making on that drive. You were mentioning that I think you said like all 11 guys wouldn't have been in the right spot or weren't synced up. Has that been an emphasis this week as you guys are making changes and making corrections about trying to make sure everybody is all set for a drive like that in like a 2-minute drill type situation?
Yeah, of course. That's the best thing possible we can do as an offense. I just didn't want to waste plays on that, and that's just honestly like something I just take to the chin and just a learning experience from that. Is just be more manageable with the time and understand, okay, this is a situation, how are we going to go about it, how are we going to fix it. So that's the main thing, and anything that we're very unclear with in practice or anything, we're going to make sure we get those extra reps in to be able to be very fluent with it in the game.
What's your mentality with road games? Are you more focused on the road? Do you feel like this is kind of do you also feel like this could be like a get-right game for you guys?
Well, no, I feel like every game we approach it with the mindset of, well, I don't really understand what a get-right game is, but we approach each game with the same mindset of just go out there, dominate, and just take everything play by play. So on the road, it's not really no difference to being at home. The game is the game. At the end of the day, every field's 100 yards that we play in, and we just got to go out there and execute.
Shador, Matt Smith, 104.3 The Fan. How much, look, you played at a high level for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like this is a new experience, right? You played a couple of top 10 teams the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you feel you're growing as a quarterback? Is that something that you actively want to do, is just learn more and more?
Yeah. Nah, I find it, I feel like it's very fun. I'm having fun playing this game. Knowing each week we're faced with different battles, and really it's just getting comfortable within the offense because this the fifth game, or we going to the sixth game, I'm not sure. Of really knowing the ins and outs of the offense. So week by week, I feel like we're improving as a whole, and I feel like this is the second half of the season, and now we're going to be comfortable, and you'll be able to see what this offense is for you.
Hey, Shador. Ryan Howell from the Boulder Daily Camera. Sort of off of Matt's question here, but I know you guys didn't want to lose these last 2 games, but how valuable were those experiences for this team to grow, to see 2 of the best teams in this conference, 2 of the best in the country the last 2 weeks?
Well, I feel like every game is valuable. I don't think it's this team or that team, or whether it's in the top 10 and ranked, unranked. I feel like every game is valuable, and having another experience and going to battle with guys, with your teammates, it's extremely, you need that to happen. Yeah, so it was cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the weeks this far, and we're just ready to, lock in and be very explosive in the team we're supposed to be.
Big star this week.
Oh, yes, sir.
How much fun has it been for you to just see all the response to the big game you had?
Oh, it's been very fun, just looking on every app I open, and I just see myself. So, that just tells me, keep working, you feel me?
Coach told us a little bit about the FaceTime with Snoop
Oh,
the
yes,
other day.
sir.
Could you tell us a little bit about what was it like for you to get on that call?
Oh, it was crazy. Expecting Coach Prime to tell you somebody wants to be with you on the phone. It's Coach Prime, so you know who's bigger than that. So I get the phone, Snoop on. I'm like, wow. So that whole thing was crazy.
Can you share any of that conversation?
Oh yeah, he was just telling me, keep working. He liked what I did. Ain't too many people doing that, and just telling me keep working.
Coach said after the game that that could be a boost for you confidence-wise, just your performance. Have you felt that at all this week in practice? Has there been a different energy for you going out there?
Oh, it's most def. Like Coach said, it's another thing when they don't expect you to do it. So now, everybody expecting me to do that. So I just carry that chip on my shoulder, and I'm just expecting everybody to know, what I do now.
Coach was talking this week about slow starts, and he said he's taking that personally himself. What has the message been to the team, and what have you seen there? How do you guys get off to a quicker start?
Like today, today we had a good practice. Offense got off to a good start. It's all about just coming out hard. These last couple games we've been kind of slow first half, so we just trying to come out hard and just destroy in the first half.
Roger, guys, you guys put the tape on from last week's game as a defense. What did you like in the second half that you guys flipped the switch there and were able to kind of get some stops and get off the field?
Yeah, most definitely. I felt like in the second half we played with better eyes. We played with better eyes. Everybody had their eyes in the right spot, and we read our keys. And as you can see, when we read our keys and have our eyes in the right place, it's hard to score on us and move the ball. So that was good in the second half.
Big picture-wise, after a couple losses that you guys have had playing two top 10 teams, how important is this week for you guys to get back on track, not only in the win column, but to play really well? Oh,
this is a big game for us. It has been pretty sucky that we lost the 2 games, but even still, we're still standing together as a team. We know what it takes to win, and this week I feel like we're putting everything together. Everybody's practicing hard. They got the energy going around, so I feel like this week we're gonna make a statement. That's when everything's gonna come together. Defense gonna come out and stop the run, stop the pass. Offense gonna come out and do what they do. So this week is big for us.